Welcome to the Addiction Mindset Recovery Coaching YouTube channel, where we help people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content, substances I once struggled with. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a really odd cause of relapse that I would experience from time to time throughout my various quit attempts when it came to nicotine, weed, alcohol, whatever the substances were. And I have a feeling this is going to be super relatable to a lot of people watching this video. Now, if you wind up enjoying the content, be sure to check out the pinned comment or the video description to download your free 100-page ebook on how to quit smoking weed and how to quit using nicotine, or to learn more about our Addiction Mindset Recovery community hosted on school.com. A really weird cause of relapse that I would experience when I would quit would be I would stop using the drugs, nicotine, weed, whatever it was, and then initially I would actually look physically worse. And I'll say this as well, I would actually sound worse. Like, my thought processes wouldn't be as coherent. I would be a little more detached initially from day-to-day life, whether that was with family or with friends or with work. And what would wind up happening is people closest to me, typically it'd be family members, they would say, you really look terrible. Like, your skin looks gray. You look really tired. Are you taking good care of yourself? And some people would then go on to further that and say, you've really been detached. You've been kind of absent. What's going on with you? And I understand that there was genuine concern, but what would wind up happening was, in my mind, I'd be like, okay, so you're essentially accusing me of doing something wrong, implying that I look bad. You're accusing me of using drugs. You're accusing me of not caring for myself. You're accusing me of being more distant and more detached and more discombobulated in my day-to-day life. Screw it. I may as well go back to using nicotine. I may as well go back to using weed. I may as well go back to drinking alcohol. And this is actually a very common cause of relapse. It's not that unusual, especially among younger people. I'm talking like teenagers, college-age kids, or people who are involved in a relationship with a significant other who's like constantly paying attention to them and really locked on to their behaviors and their looks and things like that. And I'll reference it like this. There was so many times where I would quit nicotine, and then one of my parents would comment and they'd be like, "Oh, you look terrible. What are what's going on with you? You don't look good. You look sickly." And the reason I did was because I was going through detox and withdrawal. Now, I wasn't telling that to them. I withheld that information because I would constantly lie about my substance use. But what would then happen is I'd be like, well, geez, if you think I look terrible anyways, if I don't look good anyways, or if you're kind of accusing me subliminally of using nicotine or using substances again, screw it. I might as well go smoke. I might as well go use nicotine. I may as well go vape, whatever it was that I was doing at the time. And that decision to relapse was based on two things. It was based on, first and foremost, you're telling me I look worse not using drugs. I was quitting to look better. I was quitting to sound better. I was quitting to improve my life. And I want people to notice those improvements. So whoa. If you're telling me I look worse, forget it. This quitting thing isn't for me. So that was one portion of the relapse. The other portion was, if you're accusing me of the behavior anyways, I may as well go through with the behavior. And now, obviously, this thought process is very, very flawed when it comes to justification of substance relapse, nicotine, weed, alcohol, whatever it is. And I think what you can do for a shift in mindset to circumvent this thinking is realize that people often don't understand the duration of time that it takes for the improvements that come with sobriety to become apparent. Like, people don't understand that there's this withdrawal process, there's this detox process, then there's this rebalancing of psychologically and physically going on in your body with hormones and neurotransmitters. And when you're going through that process, and let's say it takes about 90 days on average, you're going through a lot. You're going through it. And when people are going through a stressful thing, i.e. detox and withdrawal, something that's physically and psychologically stressful, no, they normally don't look good. It's no walk in the park. And I think what happens is a lot of people who are maybe involved in our sobriety or keeping an eye on our sobriety or trying to support us is they expect to start seeing very rapid changes and very quick results. And the reality is that just doesn't happen when it comes to this whole sobriety process. Things don't change overnight. It takes time. It might take time until that coloring starts to come back. It might take time before you're able to put your words together again and for that brain fog to lift that you're going through. It might take time for your sleep to rebalance and you not to be dealing with insomnia, which, trust me, you're going to look better once the insomnia passes. Not implying that you look bad right now, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of people don't understand that it takes time. They kind of verbalize their concerns to the person who's trying to improve their life by quitting substances. The person then quitting freaks out and is like, wait a minute, should I be further ahead than I am? Everyone's kind of implying that I should be. And then we wind up seeing a relapse. And this is what I'd say is more maybe one of the discrete causes of relapse, or kind of not so commonly discussed causes of relapse that we see, and a cause of relapse that I personally experienced in the past. So something to be on guard for if you're just in the beginning of your quitting process, or if you're in that first 3 months of quitting, whatever it is, nicotine, weed, alcohol, pornography, pills, whatever number of substances it may be. Now, if you found this information valuable, be sure to check out that free 100-page workbook. Be sure to learn more about our Addiction Mindset Recovery group coaching programs hosted on school.com. You can find the link in the pinned comment, or check out our supplements. If you are struggling with some of those acute withdrawal symptoms and cravings, we make a chewing gum that can help take the edge off, particularly when it comes to cravings for nicotine and weed. It has KSM 66 and N-acetylcysteine on it. You can find it below right on the YouTube shopping area. All right, guys, I hope this helps. Until next time.